Can you blow my mind? Set off my whole body if I give you my.
Okay, there is
This is the first video, ya, Mbak. Is there any
Yep.
others?
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, there is warming up video from Sea Soldier. So I will share my PPT. Okay, so basically I hope this evening we can discuss more about not only about Sea Soldier, but I really wanted to know your ideas in your country, or if you have any similar activities in your country, or if you even if you are a founder of, if you are a member of the NGO, similar NGO or social environment NGO, or anything that you can share, if you have any challenges, or if you have any opportunities that you want to exchange the ideas of it, that I would be happy to share. So okay. Yep. Okay. Is my presentation okay, Ica?
Yes, okay, Mbak.
Check. Okay. So before I jumped to talk more about Sea Soldier, maybe this is the first time I tell it to several countries here, represent your countries, around 8 countries here, to talk about this background for the story, because usually I have a very limit of time, around 15 or 13 minutes to share about Sea Soldier. So I usually directly talking about Sea Soldier, but today we have around 2 hours. So I want you to share a little bit of the background of the story before uh, Sea Soldier began, because I think there is a couple of important uh, point take out that maybe you can maybe you can learn, or whatever it is. I hope you I hope you enjoy this presentation of mine. So uh, my name is Dini, and I'm the environmental scientist, and I'm, as it just said, that I am one of the founder of Sea Soldier, and also I'm a part-time lecturer. Actually, I teach in several universities here in Indonesia, and also in Japan. Also for the Ministry of Finance. Currently, I am the expert auditor for sustainability report, and also for the UNDP. Apart from that, I am also a full-time traveler, because that is what I do. I travel. So yeah, it began. I don't know if you were born yet. Because it was a really long time. I was only 20 years old back then, in 2005. Uh, so you can count my 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 age right now, yeah. So I begin everything in before the soldier with traveling. I was a photographer, a travel photographer, and I also a solo traveler. So I travel mostly alone because I am an anti-mass tourism. Because Indonesia is actually having around 17,000 islands, if you know already, and it consists of mountain, ocean, and I found that Indonesia is very rich in biodiversity. So until today, I have visited around 30 provinces in Indonesia. As of we have around 37 provinces in Indonesia. So that is the basic. We have a national hero in Indonesia called uh, Sultan Syahrir. If you see the picture, he's one of our hero. He said that in Indonesia, jangan mati sebelum ke Banda Neira. In English, don't die before you visit Banda Neira. I saw this quote in one of the book that I read that day, and then I don't know what Banda Neira is. I don't know where it was. I never in 2005. I only visit near my house in Bekasi, so between Java and Sumatra. But I found that Banda Neira is Maluku, in Maluku. It is around 5,000 kilometers from where I live, from Jakarta. So until today, I have visited. Finally, I have visited Banda Neira for 3 times. So I can die 3 times now. Okay. So this is the picture that I took last year in Banda Neira. Please, if you can, or if you have the opportunity to travel to Indonesia, don't forget to visit Banda Neira because it has so much beauty and very all the history started from Banda Neira, I think. So anyway, I also travel and teach because I've always wanted to be a teacher, to be honest. But I found that the more I travel, the more I understand about the situation, especially in Indonesia. And during my travel, I gain my curiosity. I feed my I feed my brain with a lot of books and a lot of movies about Indonesia, especially, and about its environment. And this is what the reality that I found uh, during the learning journey, that 80% ocean trash comes from land. I know this is a very short, very short, um, short term in terms of the reality, but this this sentence until today has become uh, the important thing that happens in Sea Soldier, especially because I found this very, very, what is it? Yet very sad. 80% is the majority of our actions. So, who is the true soldier? So, I found that the people in the coastal area that affected by 80% trash comes from land, and then the true sea soldier must be in urban area like us. The people who live in the city should be more responsible, because for about the industry of plastics, because we generate trash every day, and then we need to take action. I also learned about the global ocean potential, because my parents are coming from coastal areas. My dad was born in Pemalang. Is a coastal uh, a village actually, and my mother from Cilacap. It's also a coastal area. So I was born with the really big understanding and activities around the ocean. So I learned so much from the global ocean potential, that we are really rely on our ocean actually, because the ocean is our sustainable energy giver, as you can read this data. And basically the ocean is a life force. What about in Indonesia? Oh, I'm sorry, this is in Bahasa, but I will try to translate, because Indonesia itself is a archipelagic country. We have around, as I said before, we have around 17,000 islands, and I am quite amazed with the fact that Indonesia is having around 76% of species of coral reefs in the world, and also 25 more than 25% of mangroves in the world, and more than 50%. It means the more than half what we eat as Indonesian, for the protein we get it from the ocean. So I find this very fascinating. But the fact that I traveled so much in Indonesia, I found that a lot of environmental issues happens in Indonesia, especially in the ocean. Like we know the threats to our ocean. We have a ocean warming, as in global warming. So it made the ocean acidification, and also the rising sea levels. It caused hypoxia to the coral reefs and ocean biota. And this plastic pollution is Indonesia is number 2 biggest plastic polluters in the world. So after China, according to the study. So there is a very, very sad situation. We have also a problem with overfishing. So I remember like 10 or 15 years ago in Maluku or in Java, I think the fisherman is very easy to catch the fish. It's like only a couple of meters from the sea. So, but today they need to they need to take the boat, and they need to fish around 10 kilometers from the coastal area. So I think this is also the problem with the overfishing. And then I think a lot of threats to our ocean, and it is still happening until today. What is the impact of marine debris? That 80% are coming from land, and what is the impact? Of course, it is a really it is a really bad impact for sustainable fisheries, because as you can read in the slides, 8 million tons of plastic enter the ocean annually in Indonesia only. I was talking about Indonesia. 1 million birds and 100,000 marine mammals die each year due to plastic pollution. So I think if we read more, then we know more about the condition of the global pollution or um, ocean or marine debris in Indonesia. We will be stressed enough, but actually we need to do something. Not to mention the coral reefs are dying. This is very sad in Indonesia that you know, one of the side that I really support the tourism, especially in Indonesia, but without the proper guidance, majority of the coral reefs dying or broken are coming from tourism. So it's yeah, that's why I don't really support mass tourism, especially for the critical condition, for the critical areas uh, like national park or coral reefs conservation park. So yep, this is also problem in Indonesia. This is a simple image, but very deep meaning for me because we can see the difference a turtle does not. Because the sea turtles, they eat jellyfish in the ocean, but because of a lot of plastic bags in the ocean, they saw the plastic bags as a jellyfish. So this is only one marine biota. I mean, this is only a turtle. But what about another biota? This is a very serious problem uh, in our ocean. So I think, why do we need to wait? Why do we need even to not to take whatever we can do? We don't need to be an expert to take the action. So in 2014 or 15, I started to look after what can I do? What can I do to fix the situation? What can I do to gather people as a community, as an Indonesian citizen, and also the people who live in this world, because we have only one Earth, and then we need to take action. So before I take action, I imagine first what's the ideal and healthy ecosystem that I want. Okay, I make a list. Okay, I want the healthy ecosystem of our ocean. It means rich in biodiversity, and it means resilient to change and able to continue providing essential services to both the environment and human societies, and etc. And then after that, I met Nadine in 2014. She's a dive master actually. She's already experienced with so much marine life, and I was not a diver. back then. So I learned so much from her. Then after we talked around 1 year, I think, and then we founded Sea Soldier in March 2015. Yeah. Okay. Until today, we are already in 19 cities or 19 provinces across Indonesia. And then um, we have 26 sites all across Indonesia for uh, conservation, tree conservation, mangrove conservation, seagrass, and coral conservation. Back when we make a program for Sea Soldier, I always remember about that sentence in the first I told you before, that 80% threats are coming from land. So it is simply from the upstream to downstream. So I make in Sea Soldier, I make its philosophy, and then to to amplify it, and then to install the ideas to all of Sea Soldier program. So from upstream to downstream, we know we are living on land, and then around the coastal zone, we have 3 ecosystems. There are mangrove ecosystems, seagrass, and then coral reefs. So basically, we are focusing in these 3 ecosystems. Okay. And then what about the other programs in Sea Soldier? Again, the idea is from the sentence 80%, we have to take actions more in the upstream. So our program is not only in the coastal areas, but a lot of in the urban areas, like Bersihkan Warungku in this is the guidance for the SMEs or for the warung. Warung is grocery stores in Indonesia, guidance for sorting waste. And then another urban program is Pondok Pemuda, is a youth summit. It is a class for the youth to participate about and to learn about leadership, environment, about climate action, and etc. And then also still in the upstream, we have Sea Soldier Junior here because we believe that education is the key and the most powerful weapon to prepare the kids to become the agent of change in the future. And then also still in the upstream, we have trees conservation, and then also mangrove conservation. This is for the downstream area. And then seagrass conservation, and then coral conservation and cleanups. We do the cleanups regularly, and then also other activities. And up until today, we have more than 15,000 volunteers, as you can read here in my slides. But to me personally, this is only this is just a number, really. This is just this is not the achievement that I can I can be proud of, like I'm happy with all the numbers, but basically the most important thing is beyond these numbers, because the most important thing is when you are become a sea soldier, as in literal sea soldier, the most important thing is the consistency of what you do, the consistency of being sea soldier. You you do like waste sorting uh, every day. You do you plant your trees and you continue to monitor and maintain your trees. It is the most important. So quality over quantity is much more important to me. And the key, and what I learned so much from the past 10 years with Sea Soldier, is synergy and strong partnership, like this one, like with GreenHer, and then GreenHer with Trashbee. And we have a database about the partnerships, like who is the local people, who is the practitioners that we can collaborate, who is the big corporations who can support us, what is the other NGOs that have similar activities, what is the other local communities, and also the government and academics. And I think this is I call this spider webs of partnerships. Um, this is very important because without the synergy, if we go alone, let's say, this will never happen. Never, with me. And then, of course, the effective communication is also the key, because in Indonesia itself, we have around 1,100 languages in Indonesia. So, with the hundred of cultures, different cultures. So imagine if we don't have good communication between islands or between cultures in its people, this will it's the trust and the understanding within the community cannot happen. So around hundreds of the core team in Sea Soldier, this is our routines, if I may share. We have a national conference every 3 years, and also we have monthly sharing sessions. So we invite, sometimes we invite a guest speaker from outside the organization so we can study. So we have also the upskill or workshop and training for the team, and also leadership training. We exchange study with other NGOs. Sometimes we visit other NGOs' office, or vice versa, or internal exchange study. For example, one region visit another region, or vice versa. We also do fun trips, and then we have a scientific research group, because all of the programs that we have, it's scientific based. So it's been a 20 years journey for me, actually, and 10 years from for Sea Soldier, and I think it's still counting. And my words to you there is never stop learning, because if you care, you just don't just stare. Okay. Thank you. Actually, I have a video to show you I pick coral reefs, okay, because we specialize in mangrove, coral, and seagrass. I will show you the coral reefs we plant in Sulawesi, and then what happened after 3 years. So yeah.
Ay, saan tayo nagawa?
You can see the difference before coral transplantation. This one. Yeah, tadi. Okay. You can see here with our first in 2021, our first plantation of coral. And you can see here in 2024. This cannot happen if you don't monitor and maintain this coral. And what happened after 3 years? We generate 26 species of corals, and then 53 species of fish come and make these coral reefs as their home, and then another 24 biota. So this is only the example how important is coral conservation is, because if you do, I don't know if you have snorkeling. If you go snorkeling with your fins on, and then you kick the coral, and then the coral got damaged. To grow 1 centimeter of corals, you need 1 year, 1 centimeters. So it's a really long journey. Please be mindful if you go snorkeling or diving. It's only one coral, but to grow 1 centimeters, we need 1 year. Okay, and then I have another video for you. Yeah. Then
Can you imagine how much trash we spread along the sea on each day? Well, this would constantly affect these creatures' home. As the sea soldier, we're facing the real struggle, fighting all the plastic bags. We teach young generations about how important to keep the balance of the nature and the human being. Planting mangrove is one of the simple steps to help the sea for not lose its magic touch.
Okay, I think it's almost 1 hour. Wait. Okay. I think
Okay.
that's all I can share each. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much,
Please,
Mbak Dini. Yeah. Yeah.
please ask as many as questions. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you so much, Mbak Dini, for the amazing storytelling about what Sea Soldier Foundation has been done, and with a lot of your initiatives as well. Yeah, I think one of the participants here said that, Krishna, I once participate in activities with Sea Soldier Bali. She said,
Oh,
"Oh,
really?
Krishna, yeah.
Okay.
Can you Krishna telling if you want telling more stories?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Krishna, can you show up?
Halo Krishna. Oh, si unmute ya.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes we are.
Hi, Krishna.
Miss Dini. So I've seen you in Amati, Indonesia also as a speaker last year. I still remember you. Yeah, and in Bali, I participated in the Soldier Bali activities. I think it's around 3 years ago when
Okay.
I joined the clean up mangrove with canoe in
Mm,
in Kuta Selatan, Badung, Bali.
okay.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
seen you, Jim, in every activities about environment like coral restoration and clean up also. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Okay, Krishna, this time, this is your opportunity to being honest. How was your how was your experience with the Sea Soldier Bali? I know.
I think it's good, but I think a little bit interaction with them because we are so busy clean up the waste.
Okay. Thank you, Krishna.
Thank you, Krishna, for telling us your story and experience. I hope that fellow Indonesians there can found sea soldier in that regions, hopefully, and follow their activities. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, Krishna.
Thank you,
Okay.
Krishna.
Yeah, we are now open the into the next the Q&A sessions. So hopefully anyone wants to raise their hands on just typing your questions in the column sections, feel free. But yeah, anyone feel free to I think it's not just only the questions, maybe you can like share
Yes, yes.
yeah,
Yes, please,
maybe you have like
anything.
similar activities with Sea Soldier, and then maybe
Mhm.
like you have the ideas like you plan to do the same within your communities. Please, we have Mbak Dini here with I believe that she's the expert of this field, so maybe she's will going to help you guys. Okay, from Negan here. Oh, do you have any underwear activities video of corals? Oh, I think that's the last one is, yeah, I think the last one is the video. Yeah,
Yeah.
fascinating. Yes, yes, yeah. I also got inspired by the video.
I think
Okay.
uh for the video, you can also check our Instagram or uh YouTube. I think it is much more in Instagram for the
Mhm.
activities. Mm.
Okay, yes. Yeah, you can follow Sea Soldier on Instagram if you want to like, get catch up with the activities, especially those who are in Indonesia. So yeah. Well, I think before we are waiting the questions from participants, I wanna also ask to Mbak Dini like, Mbak, like what
Mm.
is the nearest plan about
Mm.
from Sea Soldier? Yes, maybe you can like
Uh,
share. Yeah.
okay, the nearest activities. Actually, in 19. cities, we have regular activities like every week. So I can't remember everything because I receive the report by usually by the end of the month. But uh, the nearest for me, I will go to Jungkulon this weekend actually, uh, to do the beach cleanups and then to check the coral reefs in Pechang Island. If you, yeah, and then the the next week, in October, the first week of October, I will go to Ambon and then back to Banda to check to do the little bit of research for uh coral again for coral and mangrove also.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that
I
is.
think yes, yes. I think Bandanera. I also went there, but like last year, like in November. I think November, December. Yeah, in Bandanera, and well, that place is really magnificent. Like, even I see the dolphins. Like, I've never seen that in any seas in Indonesia. So that was my first time to see dolphins in Bandanera, and like, oh my God, my dreams. One of my dreams came true. I was so happy at the time. So yeah, yeah. I also want to go to Bandanera like again. Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
yes, but talking about now maybe I if yeah, I think it's also related to any kind of activities, especially when we are also engaged with communities in that region. Like my question is maybe, and also I think this is also our concern. Like if we have any, if we want to do any activities in any specific regions, like how we can engage with local communities so they can like like coming to us and interesting with our activities and want to take a part of our activities, like what our first do or what our first things to do. Yeah.
Um. Yeah. Why is it so hard question, Ica?
Really? No.
Okay. Uh, this is not an easy task, I know, but the answer is quite simple. Uh, I can I can answer that we have to respect the local traits. I think that is the key because as of as a Jakarta people, I think I was born and although my parents was coming from the village, but I was born and raised in Jakarta. So uh, Jakarta people is have a really different mindset with the especially with the people who live in rural areas or especially in East Indonesia. So they actually already do their local activities or local culture or local wisdom that they already have uh, since their great grandparents. So if we understand their local uh, wisdom, and then they feel respected and they will trust us because we don't push our program. It doesn't matter how the massive technology that we have, but if we respect them with their own local solution, it we will gain respect. For example, um, we have a method in coral restoration, for example. So before we bring our own method or scientific method in Papua and in Maluku, they already have a local wisdom called sasi. If you ever heard sasi, they do sasi for every 3 months. They divide it for 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year. In the sasi period, the local people cannot fish, cannot hunt everything from the ocean. They even cannot take the leaves that go, that fall under the tree. They cannot take everything for up to 1 year because they want to keep the fish sustainable. If we use the point of view of Jakarta people, yes, city people, we cannot understand that. So it is more sustainable than our method. Gitu. Jadi it is important to respect and to seek more of the local trades, because there are so many, like mangroves. People in the village, they saw Jakarta with the you know we lost our mangroves like every year so fast, right? For villa, for a prestigious house, or yeah, as you can see in Pick already happened, and it's really bad. And the people in the west, or in the east, saw them, maybe, oh, maybe we can do it also, maybe we can do it as well. Nah, they need us to come and listen about the problem, that it is not good to wreck the mangroves, because mangroves is our, is our, um, there is a lot of benefits actually with the mangroves, because the fish, the crabs, and the shrimps is it's their home for the smaller fish before they going to the ocean, something like that. So my point is, I think we need to listen more of the local communities and their local wisdom. So we need to understand more before we bring our ideas to them. So I think that's it.
Oh, okay, but I think this is still continue, like before we move to another questions from participants, like uh to be understanding local people's wisdom, do we have to like live, like stay a bit longer in our communities?
Okay, so I don't know how to answer this. Yeah, so we need to justify the word live, because if you live longer, it doesn't mean you understand more. It doesn't always like that. So it doesn't mean that you need to stay longer, but I think it is more about the communication. So for example, you don't need to live like 1 month or 1 year, right? That is no need. But if you have to spend like a week, please use as a for to communicate to the local people as much as you can. So uh, actually, you can continue the communication right now, yeah, uh, online. So I think we need to be careful, and uh, we need to gain their trust with quality. Not just how long have you been there, because uh, I have experienced with another NGO. They ask, we've been living in Ambon. Actually, we've been living in Ambon for 3 years, but they cannot even build the coral reefs method that I bring in Ambon. I I approach the same village only maybe around not more than 1 month because of the quality of the communication, I think.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Badini, for the answers. Now we are moving to our questions from participants. From Negan from Pakistan. Pakistan's coral reefs are in great danger due to pollution, unsustainable tourism, and other factors. What is your suggestion for it, Ma? Because Negan said that like we need to address these issues before our coral resources deplete completely.
Yep. I think okay. This is a very complex complex situation, I think, because uh the coral reefs is already global global problem or global issues. uh I need to go to Pakistan. No, no. I mean, I really, I really want to go dive to other countries so I can exchange study. So basically, uh, we need to know. We call it MPA or Marine Protected Areas. Nah, in Indonesia, we have a MPA mapping, and I think other countries also have a MPA mapping. So, if you understand the MPA or marine protected areas, and then you can uh, you can cooperate with the government. This is very important. This is not on. I speak about coral, yeah, because different, a little bit different from mangroves, because mangroves uh, are in the coastal. You don't need to have a like a certification to plant mangrove, right, or trees. But uh, coral reefs, you have to have a diving certification, and it's you have to be safety to do it, and you have to be very specific and understand about uh, the situation. So I think it is important to work together with the academics and government to understand about the MPA in Indonesia. So because not because if it's under the ocean, you cannot check every time, right? It is very it is quite dangerous. So that is the first. You have to understand the MPA, and then the second one, it is you can simply raise the attention and then the awareness first in in your environment, I think, in or in your social media or everything. Start collecting collecting facts, collecting checks, check if in Pakistan is there any efforts before, is there any NGO who is already try to solve the problem, because you can cooperate also, and or you can just discuss with them. And then the third one is for the tourism part. This is quite it is also very tricky in Indonesia, because in tourism part, for example, you when you are when you go snorkeling, have you ever in Indonesia especially, I don't know other country, have you ever your guide give you a bottle of bread to give it, yeah, to give to the fish, and
Yeah, yeah,
then the fish will come to you, right?
yes. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yes. For one side, it is good for tourism,
Mm.
because yeah, the people love it, and then they will come again and then pay for the bread also. But yeah, but for the environment, and especially the ocean, you cannot do it. It is prohibited, really, because uh the fish can lose their survival mode, you know. Because if you it happens in during COVID 2020, when there is no tourism, the fish lose their ability to seek their own food, you know. And then yeah, there is a very natural um, basic understanding about uh, tourism versus ocean environment. So I think there are a lot of books, a lot of videos that you can watch before you speak or raise the awareness about uh, coral conservation. I think that's it.
Yeah, I
But
think
yeah,
this is, yeah.
APA is very important. Yeah.
Yeah, this is so interesting, but because
Uh,
well, I hear these issues like the one that happened in Sumba, like when people trying to get picture from above with the
mm,
shark, and then
yeah.
like you know, like
Mm,
the fishermen's trying to help the foreigners to, you know, to like catch the bread, and then it got viral because after one of the Indonesian ambassadors, which is actress
mm,
like Prilly Latukonsina, she do that, and
yeah.
then it becomes viral. And I think
Mm,
some of the environmentalists said like, well, this is not true. This is not as ambassador, as environmental ambassadors, he cannot do that because, you know, like
mm,
the one that exactly you said, Mbak. So I think that's really not everyone can get that awareness of that issues, right? So I think, yeah, we have to pay attention like before we, you know, like do the action, especially for those who are you know, like fish, like any environmental sectors. Yeah. So thank you so much, Mbak, for
yes,
the
yes.
insight.
If I
And
may add,
yes.
because in this era, especially with social media, please, especially Gen Z, to use the social media to raise awareness about the ocean. It doesn't matter where you are in, whether you have ocean or not. Like last month, I met students in Ambon. They there are three students. During their study, around 4 or 5 years, they study about coral without even knowing what is diving, you know. They don't, because they don't have ocean, like uh in most of Europe. So they come to uh Indonesia to study about coral. So it doesn't matter if your country uh have ocean or not, but it is important because the ocean is the final, I call it the final ecosystem, because everything ended up there. Okay.
Okay, yes, thank you, Mbak. For Negan, is there any your like follow-up questions regarding to your questions and Mbak Dini's answer? Please feel free if you still have one. Yes, Negan? No? Okay. Yes, so we can move to another questions from Krishna.
Mm.
The question is, do you also monitor the mangroves, Mbak Dini? I've heard from some fishermen that mangroves planted just a few months ago are vulnerable to death due to being swept away by currents and getting caught in
Mm.
trash.
Okay. Actually, I can answer this with the this. Actually, this is our internal PPT, but I can show you because as I said before that all of our program is scientific based, but our team majority is not from the oceanography or uh, other major, but we simplify the uh, the scientific and methods so they can understand and until the local level. So the answer is yes. We monitor the mangroves, coral, and seagrass because we have a technical standard, and this technical standard is also some of them used by our government, by the way. Okay, wait. It's like this. Um, eh, uh, can you see?
Yes, Mbak.
Okay, now uh, we have this document called technical guidance for mangrove ecosystems for sea soldier. So this is consists of perencanaan or planning. Planning consists of location, method, and acclimatization. So the most important thing before we plant mangroves is location, because if the location we check the water quality. If it's bad, then why do we should plant there? And then the second one is the seeds and the method, and then the acclimatization. So and then the penanaman or planting happens, and uh, after the penanaman, oh, of course, we need to be safety. And nah, this is what you ask. After the planting, uh, what we do, we have a baseline data and sampling for all of the mangroves that we have planted, like data collection and sampling, and then we input all the data, and then we collect the water quality, and then the location, and then we also collect the seed data, and then we choose the sample process, and then this is the criteria of the sample, and then what we are monitor is uh, the height of the mangrove and the how many leaves, and then the water height, and then this is I think the most important. Wait, yeah, that's a lot, yeah. Ma, this is the most important. I will translate for you. We clean the plantation area, and we clean uh the seeds from the threats like barnacles or etc. Or moss, and then we measure the sample, and then we count the living seeds, and then that's it. So I think this is too long, but we monitor everything. Same as with corals, we do the standard also.
Okay. Thank you, Mbak. Krishna, do you have any other follow-up questions?
Krishna said she went snorkeling
Padang Bay.
in Padang Bay. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
the issues.
Yeah, they threw bread, right? So the fish come.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, thank you, Krishna.
Mhm.
Anyone else, if you have any questions, please do. Or if there's no other questions, maybe like we can like close sessions earlier than it plans. So yeah, girls, 80 questions. Maybe I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What time currently in Pakistan is?
Yeah. Anyone? I think it should be like if I think we divided to different time zone, right, from Pakistan. So I think it's what time
Okay.
is it, Negan, in Pakistan? Oh, 6.
6:16
6.
or
Yeah, so
6:20 p.m. Oh, okay. Not yeah.
so 2 hours behind.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. If you don't have any questions anymore, so maybe we can like close these sessions for today. So yes, thank you, Mbak Dini, for your time again.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Maybe
Thank
this
you.
is the first time, our first time international class. So because Mbak Dini in the previous sessions, Mbak Dini
Yeah,
also
yeah, yeah. That's why I told
yeah
you.
become our speakers, but
Mm,
especially yeah only for Indonesian students, right? So
mm,
I think it's really amazing to have you here, Mbak. Oh,
mm.
questions from Aska. Can we become part of Sea Soldiers? But
Yes, of course. Anyone, I think it's open to all the people in the world. You can join Sea Soldier. And maybe you want to build Sea Soldier Pakistan bridge.
oh, oh, that will be good. That will be amazing. So how, Mbak? Like how? Good idea.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
Aska and Megan could have like like the co-founder of Sea Soldier
Mm,
Pakistan, right?
mm,
So
yes.
please, you guys should reach out Sea Soldier Instagram
Yes,
regarding to
yes.
that. Yeah.
Mm,
Uh-huh.
yep, yep.
Okay. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much,
much,
Mbak Dini, for your
Krishna,
time.
everyone. Yes, thank
Yeah,
you.
I hope
Yeah.
our participants is also can learn a lot from you and for today's sessions.
Thank
Thank
you, thank you.
you. Yeah, thank you everyone, and see you in the next sessions. Thank you. Have a good evening. Have a good weekdays.
You too. Bye bye.
Thank you, Mbak Dini.
Mm.